Hello, this is Sad here, and welcome back to Model Kit Monday. Today we're taking a look at the high-grade Build Divers Gundam H2 Magnum. This is the Gunpla of Kyoya Kujo, the champion of GBN. Now, this mobile suit was actually the first thing we saw for Build Divers in a traditional sense because it was part of the Gundam Build Divers prologue. That episode featured the battle that made Kujo the champion. And because of that, the kit was actually released a solid month before the show actually aired, which is why there's some obnoxious text in the box. Overall, this kit is a nice variation and update to the Age 2. There's a lot of Age FX stuff brought into this, and overall, I love the look of this kit. The colors just work, the part separation is nice, the articulation's really good and higher range than usual, and overall, there's not too many stickers, so pretty good looking kit. I definitely do enjoy how it looks. Now, of course, it does come with some accessories. It comes with 2 holding hands, a open left hand, and a fist left hand, which isn't too much. There's 2 beam sabers, which can be stored in the back skirt of the kit, and the beam sabers actually do have beams included in the box, so this is a step up from the 00 Diver. Him holding the beam sabers is nothing too spectacular, but is pretty awesome. Unfortunately for me, I kind of find that I don't use the beam sabers too much in displays, and that's mostly because of how many other weapons he comes with. Speaking of other weapons, we have the Hyper DODS Rifle Magnum. This weapon is his main weapon, and is the reason why there's no alternate right hands. It's pretty much designed that you're just going to have the H2 holding the Rifle Magnum in its right hand the whole time. It works really well. There's a nice sliding mechanism to lock it down on the hand, and it doesn't really want to go anywhere. Honestly, I don't see myself posing him without this unless I'm using some of the other weapons, such as the F-funnels. Now, there is one weird feature. You can plug the rifle onto the back skirt and give him a tripod, like a third leg or a tail. I have no idea why that's a thing. The next weapon is the Shiguro's Shield. The Shiguro's Shield, more like a blade, less like a shield. You do get 2 of them because of the way the runners work, but you only get 1 connector peg to connect it to the arm. You do have to do a little bit of work to actually connect it, but once you do, it looks pretty cool. I kind of treat it more like an arm blade than a shield, because with all of what's going on with the H2 Magnum, I feel like this would be the most ineffective shield of all time. It wouldn't block anything. The main weapon of the H2 Magnum is the F-funnels. These are based on the C-funnels of the Age FX, and they work as blade weapons / funnel weapons. So the first kind of way they advertise is use them as kind of a sword weapon. They can be swords / axes. I kind of think of them more like boomerangs. You know, kind of throw them and catch them, and he's got 4 to use, which is pretty nice, but he can't hold 2 at a time. If you have a cool stand such as the diver gear, you can actually set them up to have the funnels as separate pieces that are doing their own separate attacks from the H2, which is kind of how it's more advertised and displayed in the anime itself. Overall, it looks really cool, but you kind of need a diver gear. It does come with his own stand, which is the standard kind of base Gunpla stand. You've seen this in kits like the G-Portent and the Transient Gundam, and just like with those, you can actually fold it up. It's in a clear, transparent plastic, which looks really good. There's also a little piece to fill in the gap for the stand peg in the actual Gunpla, which I do appreciate. Overall, I'm glad that he comes with his own stand, especially since he has a Phoenix mode. The Phoenix mode transformation takes a while, but it's a lot of parts forming, it's a lot of just lining things up. I wish more things tabbed together. This is kind of a problem I have with all Gunpla and bird modes and like Wave Rider modes, is that it's always parts formed, which is natural, and then it's always kind of loose and floppy just because there's so much articulation here. You can't really do anything to lock it down. Once it's done and you have it on a stand, it looks pretty decent, and I actually don't mind it too much, but like I said, I wish it was a little bit more solid. Overall, the H2 Magnum is a solid kit. I do really love it. I love the colors of it. I love that it's like an H2. I don't have any of the Age Gundams, so this is kind of like my nice representation of that. It's a good companion piece to the 00 Diver, but in comparison to the 00 Diver, this is a kit that's fully formed, does not need anything else, where the Diver really could use some updates. I really like the H2 Magnum, and I'd highly recommend picking him up. It has now hit North American distribution as well as being out in Japan, so you definitely should be able to find one relatively easily. There's also a special clear version that was released alongside New Gundam Breaker in both Japan and America, which I will be getting hopefully towards the end of the month here from the Bandai Namco store. So you can look forward to that. That does it for this week on Model Kit Monday. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please stay tuned for more Model Kit Mondays happening every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And also check out the Ninja Talks live show at Metal Ninja Dojo's channel. A good friend of mine, he does a live show every week at 9 p.m. Eastern, talks about Gundam in all kinds of cool ways. Definitely recommend checking it out. If you don't catch the live broadcast, there's always an archive available. I appear on it sometimes, and it's honestly a fun time. And check out Hero Club for all your Gunpla news and more. Till next time, this is Stan out saying goodbye.